there were like a lot of seagulls. Hello everyone, it's Christina here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Hi, I'm Christina. I'm Italian but I live in Scotland. That's why I have a pretty weird accent when I speak, but you should totally subscribe to my channel because I post a video every week and I make videos about everything I like, and yeah, you should subscribe because I like a lot of things and there's video for everyone. Anyways, today's video is gonna be a video that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and it's the bilingual tag. If you didn't understand it yet or you didn't know, I am bilingual because I was born and raised in Italy, but I currently live in Scotland, therefore I speak English. Well, I speak in English right now, so I am bilingual. We could say I am trilingual because Italy is divided in 20 regions, and each region has its own dialect, and in some regions this dialect is so much different from Italian that it's actually recognized and protected as a language, and is protected because of course it's spoken by not that many people. And let's say Italian government has never helped the protection and like the saving, is that how you say it, like the protection of this language. So some of these languages, they're so particular that they are protected and they are recognized as languages and not dialects. And in my region, I'm from Sicily, we have this case. We have this language which is Sicilian that is recognized as a language as not a dialect. But yeah, theoretically I am trilingual, but it's the bilingual tag. What languages do you speak? Well, I already said it. I speak Italian, English and Sicilian. I also kind of speak Spanish and French, and I studied German, but you can't say I'm like fluent in those three, so. Would you say you're fluent in both? I already answered that. Well, I'm fluent in English and Italian. I'm a bit less fluent in Sicilian because I haven't been speaking it for a very long time, but if I get the hang of it, I'm fluent in those as well. Did you grow up speaking both languages? No, I didn't grow up speaking English. Well, I did grow up speaking English, but not as a fluent English. Like, I grew up studying English and speaking English with my mom sometimes, but a lot of times it's so much easier to speak Italian because we're both Italian. So I started speaking English really 24/7 when I was 17 and I went to the United States, and I did speak Sicilian with my grandma because my grandma does not speak Italian. So yeah. And when I was at my grandma's house, or with my dad's family, because my mom is not from Sicily, with my dad's family they all speak Sicilian, so you gotta learn. Which language do you prefer and why? Right, I don't know. There's some situations in which I prefer English, some situations in which I prefer Italian, and then there's some things that could just simply not be said in Italian, that they just need to be said in Sicilian because they just make sense only in that language. But yeah, there's so many expressions that you can't translate that I absolutely love, and that's probably what I love the most about the languages, which I think, yeah, probably Italian, I like it better than English, but also Sicilian. Italian and Sicilian my favorite too. Which language do you speak in mostly? Right now I speak mostly in English because I'm living in Scotland, so I speak to people in English, but I text mostly in Italian. What's your favorite word in your second language? My favorite word in English? God, I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite word. I really have no idea. What's my favorite word in English? I don't know. I mean, the word I say the most is probably basically or like. But they're not like my favorite words. It's just something that I say a lot. What's the translation of that word in your first language? The translation of basically in Italian, I don't think it exists. Like, there's not a word to translate basically in Italian, but there is a way of saying it, which is like, in poche parole. Yeah. When do you most often use your second language? Well, every day, because I live in Scotland, so I need to speak English. Well, at uni, I mostly use English, of course, but when I'm in Italy, I speak Italian 24/7 unless there's some foreign, and then like they're always like, Christina, come here, speak English, and I'm like, okay. Do you prefer watching movies dubbed in your first or second language? Well, I mean, if they are foreign movies and they're dubbed either in English, although there's not that many movies dubbed in English, I prefer watching them dubbed in Italian. Also because there's not that many dubbed in English. But if they're English movies, then no, I like them better. Like, I don't watch English movies dubbed because it bothers me a lot to watch a movie that's in English and I read the lips, but then the Italian translation is like another thing, and it just confuses me a lot. But at the same time, I would never watch an Italian movie dubbed in English. Or like, if there's a French movie or a Spanish movie, if I have the opportunity to, I will like put it in the original language and then put subtitles. Either sometimes in French, no, I don't do it. I mean, yes, I put subtitles, but I put subtitles either in Italian or in English. Or if it's Spanish, yeah, I put subtitles in Spanish. Literally translate your favorite expression phrase from your second language into your first. Great. Right, so I think there's not my favorite one, but it's so funny when translated in Italian because it does not make any sense. Although you can say bloody. Bloody, oh yeah, bloody could be my favorite word to translate. That doesn't translate. But yeah, so yeah, bloody hell cannot be translated in Italian. It means inferno sanguinoso, which does not make any sense. And then another one that translated in Italian is so funny. It's raining cats and dogs, which translated in Italian means stanno piovendo cani e gatti, which does not make any sense, but it means that it's raining a lot. If you're watching it in English, you know. Did being bilingual make school harder or easier for you? Harder, 10 times harder. Although for some things it made it easier, because when it came to like English in Italy, I was just a pro. But at the same time, like, it was so much harder, especially when I have to write essays. Now that I'm at uni, I have to write essays in English, and I always get confused because for some weird reason, when I think in a language, it comes more natural to me to speak in another language. Like, if I'm thinking about a word in a language, like in English, it comes out in Italian. And if I'm thinking in Italian, it comes out in English, which is like, it makes it so much harder. It makes me waste a lot of time basically translating things that I could translate. Like, I know the words, but because I'm thinking and writing at the same time, I just can't do it. Sorry if the lighting has changed somehow, but the camera has like shut down, saying that the SD card was full, so I had to like reset and reformat the whole thing. So we're back. So the question I was answering was, what advice would you give someone who wants to become bilingual? So I would say this is the most important thing that was taught to me, and I think it's like what has made me able to become bilingual is that when you're talking to someone in the other language, like your second language, although sometimes you don't know like the words, you need to try, like you need to try and make yourself understood. Like, even if you're not using the words that you wanted to use, explain what you want to say. Make other people understand what you want to say. I think this is the only way you will learn, because that will make you, like, will force you to try and speak the other language, so you're gonna get more and more fluent in that language, and that way is that how I became bilingual basically. So next question is, how does being bilingual benefit you nowadays? Well, I mean, if I weren't bilingual, I wouldn't be able to be studying in Scotland. I wouldn't be able to study something at uni that I can't do in Italy. So yeah, it benefits me a lot. Do you have more friends that speak your first or second language? I think I have more friends that speak my first language just because I lived in Italy for a longer time. What language would you take up next? Well, I want to improve my Spanish, keep working on my French, and I want to learn Norwegian and Portuguese. And that was the last question. Alright, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a big old thumbs up if you did. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel to see other videos like this one, and comment down below if you want me to film any kind of video. I'll be happy to do that for you, and I love you guys very much, and I'll see you again next week. Bye!